Welcome back, guys, to Jerry Exclusive. This is episode 4, I think, of the podcast. I don't really have a niche for this podcast. I just speak to people about anything and everything that they want to talk about. We just vibe, we just chill. I was gonna bring a drink, but I finished the drink, so I don't have any left. But yeah, we just chill. We just talk about, interesting topics, advice, whether it's about school, partying, jobs, whatever. So, watch to the end of the video. This is going to be very entertaining, but also very educational. Make sure you like, subscribe as well, and let's get straight into video. So today, I've got my very good friend Ange on the podcast.
Hey,
How you doing, Ange? You okay?
yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
Nice, nice. I'm good. I'm good. I'm actually so sorry about this, man. The whole audio thing
Don't
messed
worry,
up.
man.
I have to call you back to come here again.
No,
That's
don't
my
worry, man.
bad, man. Yeah, today, so at 12 o'clock we touched up a little bit about your experience after we finished doing the internship or the work experience at Macquarie at like in the middle of year 12. And you said you went on to do a couple more jobs in banks, just finance based jobs because that's what you're interested in, right? In going to university to do. So yeah. Is there any advice you would give to someone who wants to do exactly that, finance, and they're looking for work experience? How do they go about presenting themselves to get work experience?
Well, so I was kind of fortunate in a sense. I went to a school where they gave us lots of opportunities. So, I mean, obviously, like look out for your school. Look at what I'm pretty sure like every school's got like some UCAS leader or something like that. And they normally send out emails of opportunities and work experience, opportunities that are there out in the market. But I do appreciate the fact that some schools may not have that exact thing for the students. So what I would recommend is just literally going on Google, searching up internships, year 12 work experience, banking finance 2023, stuff like that, literally, and stuff should pop up. So
Oh, okay, nice. So was your school like good with giving out mentors and stuff to help you guys get jobs and stuff like that?
yeah, so like our school like gave us crap. So there's one person, one teacher, and he gave out like so many emails
Oh, okay.
like every day, like in year 12.
Uh,
And yeah, just like like crazy amount of opportunities, bro.
yeah.
So that's just how. So we got ours. We were fortunate enough to have that. But those that don't, you just go on Google, ask around, use your connections, use your network,
Yeah.
ask your teachers, because someone somewhere definitely has, you know, their husband or their uncle something working in finance. So
Yeah.
everything is connected. You just gotta find the right people.
Yeah. And do you think it should be online or offline, or like should you go out there in the real life, or like how should you go about it in your opinion?
Yeah, so in terms of network, I would say obviously start with school.
Yeah.
That's the best place because if you're already going to school, then there's already quite a lot of bright minds there. So probably best to start off there. Then I would say probably ask your parents, ask your cousins if they know people in certain sectors that you want to go into.
Yeah.
Start talking to them more, and and then once you talk to them, you can be like, can you introduce me to someone that possibly in this sector, blah blah blah, and then
Yeah.
you continue. And like, if you don't know it, if hypothetically, let's say you have no friends,
Yeah.
you have no family, no one, social media is always there, right? Go on Facebook groups, go on Discord channels, go on Reddit subreddits. You always find someone somewhere on social media to network with.
Oh man, just I was just thinking when once you mentioned social media, I was thinking like because on LinkedIn, I've been trying to be very active on LinkedIn, but I don't know, man. I just find it so easily to just forget about LinkedIn. There's days where like when I first created an account, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna post all my employment, my everything I go through. I'll just post. I'll have a professional network and everything. But I just completely forgot. I haven't been there in 8 months. I've started posting a little bit more and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know if you have LinkedIn, but do you have any advice LinkedIn wise, how to stay consistent, or what to post? Because it's different from other types of social media. So yeah.
I mean, in terms of posting on LinkedIn, I don't do that myself, but yeah, I can't really give much advice on posting on LinkedIn. But what I can say is, you got to just put your entire life out there pretty much on LinkedIn, because you're essentially on a professional platform where you got others meeting you for the first time ever, and that's kind of your elevator pitch. You can't meet someone in real life. You can't, hi, say hi, what's your name, like
Yeah,
what are you into, what are you doing. That is your hi, that is your introduction. Your LinkedIn profile is your introduction. So if that's not optimized, if that's not good enough,
yeah,
then you can't be expecting to be getting connection requests.
yeah.
So yeah, definitely optimize your profile.
So you don't post on LinkedIn. You just there for like networking and stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, I posted like one or two articles based on economics,
Okay.
mainly. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think I'm probably going to do that more as well. Start posting like economic related articles. I already do that on my website, but probably do it on LinkedIn as well.
Yeah,
And yeah, you definitely get like a lot. Like it's actually crazy. You get so many organic views. Yeah, it's kind of untapped, to be honest.
yeah.
Like, yeah, it's good. I recommend it. I recommend it. I've done it once, and I think on the first day I got like 1,000, 1.3K impressions just off the bat.
Oh, wow.
Which I was like, all right. I was like, all right, damn.
Yeah,
Uh,
that is
yeah. So
insane. Yeah,
so
I
definitely
want. Yeah,
definitely untapped. Yeah.
yeah. I definitely I might start posting like articles or blogs as well. Because I don't think LinkedIn is for me in the sense that like for me to like post selfies or anything like that. So yeah, I'll probably just post like blogs, articles, and any like uni stuff that I feel comfortable posting. But yeah, man, that's actually very interesting. Like you said, it's untapped. It's a bit different as well from like Instagram and other stuff. It's less toxic and it's more supportive. You meet like minded people as well. So yeah, man,
Yeah.
100%. And yeah, so speaking about elevator pitch, obviously you have your game that you're launching, and if you want to plug that for the people, give them your elevator pitch, tell them what it's about and where they can find it and what they can do.
Yeah, sure, man. So I don't know I created a card game. It's called iTroll. It's family friendly. And I created it when I was like 14 years old. It was like right in his bedroom. It was out of pure boredom and like my passion for tabletop games. It's family friendly. It's a party game. You can 2 to 5 players can play the game. It's 5 plus, ages 5 plus. So quite literally anyone can play it. It takes like 2 minutes to learn and 15 minutes to play. And the aim of the game is to be the last one standing. So all players start with 200 HP, and the aim of the game is to be the last one standing. That's it. Just survive and like attack everyone else. Just survive.
So you obviously you started developing this game at 14, and
Yeah.
what drove you? Because not many people start building like stuff at 14. So what motivated you or drove you to start such an idea?
Well, originally it was just a passion project. It wasn't nothing. It wasn't enough. It was nothing like crazy because I had like I had a prototype. So when I was 14, of course, like off the bat, it didn't just look like this, right? That took
Yeah,
years of development. But the actual thing, I basically got like Sports Direct cards, and I just like posted like pay. Sorry, I glued like colored paper on it, and I just started writing what the card will be. So just really basic stuff, and I just created like
yeah,
an entire card game out of it.
yeah.
And I played that with my friends and family. Everyone loved it. Literally, I'm not even like everyone loved it. And yeah, then my dad was like, "Let's make it into an actual product," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm down." And yeah, that's what we are today with the card game.
Have you been changing it? Like, what was there ever a point you got to where like you had a certain, you were like, okay, this is final, and then you changed it again, like you improved it again, or what has it just been a gradual like development?
Well, in terms of the game mechanics, I guess I was creative enough to like actually to get the game mechanics down on the first day. So when I actually initially planned it out before I even created the MVP, right? I just thought of the idea. I jotted some ideas down. I played like different scenarios in my head of like, okay, can this card work with this? Okay, what are the major pitfalls? And yeah, within a week, the entire game was developed perfectly. And after that, I didn't really need to change anything. I thought I did, there have been times, but then I went back to my original deck. So yeah.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, the link is down below. Your so Ange is doing like crowdfunding for the game to launch the game, and what you guys are, what, 75% close to your goal, or 70 something percent, right?
Yeah, we're like 72%, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
For yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
so I'll put the link down below. They could go check it out. Support you as much as possible.
cool.
Yeah, but yeah. So moving on. So that's about the game. So the link is down below, but there's also like a link like top right as well. So you guys to go check that out. Share it as much as possible. Support as much as possible. He's very close to his goal, and what you have, what, 9 days to get to the goal, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
So 9 days, 9 days, 9 days. You guys could go check it out right now. Support him as much as possible. This is actually a hugely inspirational project. Like I didn't know you were doing this at all until you called me, and I was actually shocked when you called me. So yeah, man, it's very impressive what you're doing. You know, I hope
Yeah.
you can get to your goal and everything goes well. But yeah, speaking about goals, there's a lot of people who have actually spoken to me about like um how to get into a Russell Group University because fortunately, like you go to LSE, you're going to LSE, and I'm going to Queen Mary University. We're fortunate enough to be able to get into a Russell Group University. There's a lot of students, who just want to know how to do that, how to emulate that, or any steps that they could take to do that. So, just like in the last interview, I'm gonna ask you to give them like advice based on each year group. So for year 11s, for year 12s, and year 13s, what they could do to get into a Russell Group University.
Yeah, sure. So I'm pretty sure you can vouch for me here, but getting into a Russell Group University is not a piece of cake, right? You got to put in the work. You got to put in the effort. You got to like actually grind to get in. You can't. It's not just going to be by fluke, right? GCSEs you could have easily fluked that. You could have crammed it last minute. A levels is completely different, right? It's a completely different ball game. So you got to be mentally prepared for that, right? So
Yeah.
starting off with year 11, I would say congrats, just finish your GCSEs. Just relax for the most part. Try to gain some skills if you can. Read a couple books around whether you're interested in. But mainly just enjoy yourself, relax. You've done a great run. You got like 2 more years left. And yeah, so I would suggest like just looking into what career you want to do. So if you're in year 11, I had a clear goal. I was like, I need to get into finance, right? So that's what I thought I was thinking about in year 11. Everyone says, all adults say, oh, but like, you don't need to have an actual idea of what you want to do. That's true. You
Yeah.
don't. But it's advisable that you do, or if not, at least know what sector you want to go into, right? So for like banking and finance, for example, you'll probably need to go to a Russell Group University with like a good degree, right? And in order to go there, you would need like certain A levels. So like you need maths, you may need further maths, physics, chemistry, anything, right? So just research whatever what A levels you require for the career that you're trying to get into, right? So just get into that habit right now. For year 12s, I would say stakes are definitely higher. A levels are next year. So I would recommend that you revise whatever you've done so far. Summer. I'm talking about no worries. I'm talking about summer of the end of year 12. I would recommend like literally just revising everything you've done and do like a lot of practice questions. Just revise practice questions on that content and start to, maybe learn your year 13 content. Just start to learn it a bit more, right?
Yeah.
And I would say probably around like at least spend 5 hours a day revising, like out honestly, out of 24 hours, you're free for like the entire day, right? You can surely spend 5 hours revising. Like, what's 5 hours gonna do, right? Just do 5 hours, help yourself out in the future, right? Do that. And finally for year 13. For year 13 exam season, right? So from January to I don't know what, June, July. I would recommend sorry, I would recommend to just do like a lot of practice questions, just a lot. Like, do not sleep until you've done at least like 2, 3 papers. Just don't sleep, right? I had friends telling me that they were doing 1 paper a week or something, and I was doing like 2 of them in a day, right? That was like in January, right? So you got to definitely ramp it up the closer you get, right? So just practice, practice, practice on all of your past papers, revise the content, and become a master in it. That's what I recommend.
Nice, man. That's really good advice, especially with the practicing exam questions. I feel like that's like the what that's up there when it comes to like actually doing an exam because you can know the content, but if you don't know how to apply the content, it's just you're going to be confused and you're not going to know what to do. But yeah, man, that's really good advice. Um, in the last interview, we were just talking about meditation and stuff. Like, I'm not gonna ask any questions about meditation, but I've got I've got a couple of clips where the video is nice and the audio is working. So I'll probably edit those in, you know, when we spoke about other things and stuff. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. There's been a little bit of technical issues, but we came through in the end. It was definitely nice having you on, man. You know,
Yeah.
thank you for making the time. And yeah, like I was saying, if you ever want to come back, ever want to shout anything out, like your website or anything. What do you want to shout out your website or anything you got going on?
So like I got 3 links, I guess. One
Yeah,
is theitro.com, so that's just, this card game where it's gonna be sold very soon. Next one's just a Kickstarter campaign. Probably just link in description, man.
yeah,
And the third one is I actually have a website, like my own, that I was talking
yeah,
about previously, the ones where I post economic articles.
yeah.
I actually have, to be honest, I have some GCSE content and GCSE tips as well.
Okay,
So maybe just check that out as well if you want.
yeah,
It's just literally anstreet.com, like just my name.com.
okay. Yeah, all those links will be down in the description. You guys could go check it out. Right now, everything is like the website articles are free, right? So
Yeah,
everything's just
yeah,
provided to you.
yeah.
Right. So yeah, everything's just there, provided to you. Go help out with the campaign as well. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. And thank you for coming out, man.
Thanks, man.
Uh,
Appreciate it.
make sure you have a good day. And yeah, I'll text you, speak to you in a bit.
Yeah, man. Have a good evening.
See you,
Bye.
bro.